Introduction: the rise of a military icon. The Phalanx formation is one of the most iconic military formations in ancient history, synonymous with the conquests of Alexander the Great. This strategic arrangement of heavily armed infantry, known as hoplites, played a pivotal role in the success of Alexander's campaigns, allowing him to achieve victories against larger and more established forces. The Phalanx not only exemplified Alexander's tactical genius, but also became a symbol of the military might of the Macedonian Empire. This exploration of the legend of Alexander's Phalanx formation will delve into its origins, the tactical innovations introduced by Alexander, its effectiveness in battle, and its lasting impact on military strategy throughout history. The origins of the Phalanx formation. The concept of the Phalanx can be traced back to ancient Greek warfare, where it evolved as a response to the need for organized, cohesive fighting units. The formation consisted of rows of soldiers standing shoulder to shoulder, each armed with a long spear, sarissa, and a shield. This arrangement provided mutual protection and allowed soldiers to present a formidable front against enemy forces. Development by Philip II. While the Phalanx has roots in earlier Greek military practices, it was under Alexander's father, Philip II of Macedon, that the formation was significantly refined and made more effective. Philip introduced several key innovations, including longer spears, the introduction of the sarissa, a spear that could reach lengths of 18 feet, allowed soldiers in the front ranks to strike enemies at a greater distance, maintaining a tactical advantage. Increased depth. Philip organized his phalanx into deeper formations, often 8 to 16 rows deep, which provided not only a stronger front line but also allowed for greater flexibility and resilience in battle. Training and discipline. Philip emphasized rigorous training and discipline within his ranks, ensuring that his soldiers could maintain formation even under pressure, making the phalanx an effective fighting unit. These developments laid the groundwork for Alexander's use of the phalanx, transforming it into a powerful tool of conquest. Alexander's innovations. The tactical genius of the phalanx. When Alexander ascended to the throne in 336 BCE, he inherited a highly effective military force that utilized the phalanx formation. However, he recognized the need to adapt and innovate further to meet the challenges of the diverse and formidable foes he would encounter during his campaigns. Tactical adaptations. Combined arms strategy. Alexander integrated the phalanx with cavalry units and light infantry, allowing for a more versatile approach to warfare. The companion cavalry, elite horsemen under Alexander's command, would often be used to exploit openings created by the phalanx, flanking enemy forces and disrupting their formations. Mobility and flexibility. Unlike some of his predecessors, who relied heavily on the static nature of the phalanx, Alexander emphasized mobility and adaptability. He trained his soldiers to maneuver quickly, allowing them to respond effectively to changing battlefield conditions and enemy tactics. Use of terrain. Alexander was adept at using the terrain to his advantage, often positioning his phalanx on elevated ground or in strategic locations that maximized its effectiveness. He would adapt his tactics based on the specific battlefield, ensuring that the phalanx could deliver decisive blows. Iconic battles showcasing the phalanx. The effectiveness of Alexander's phalanx was evident in several key battles. Battle of Granicus, 334 BCE, during his first major engagement against the Persians, the phalanx formation played a crucial role in securing victory. Alexander's forces faced a larger Persian army, but the disciplined coordination of the phalanx allowed them to withstand and ultimately overcome the enemy. Battle of Issus, 333 BCE. The phalanx formation, combined with cavalry maneuvers, was instrumental in defeating Darius III. Alexander's tactical positioning and use of the phalanx created chaos in the Persian ranks, leading to a decisive victory. Battle of Gaugamela, 331 BCE. Although faced with overwhelming numbers, Alexander's tactical ingenuity with the phalanx allowed his forces to exploit weaknesses in the Persian lines, leading to another significant victory that cemented his reputation. The effectiveness of the phalanx formation. The success of Alexander's phalanx formation can be attributed to several factors that contributed to its effectiveness in battle. Mutual protection. The close formation of soldiers created a wall of shields and spears, making it difficult for enemies to penetrate the line. This mutual protection bolstered the morale of the troops, allowing them to hold their ground against formidable foes. Psychological impact. The sight of a well-organized and disciplined phalanx instilled fear in adversaries. The reputation of Alexander's army and its effective use of the phalanx contributed to the psychological advantage of intimidation before battles even began. Adaptability. While the phalanx was primarily a frontal assault formation, Alexander's ability to adapt its use depending on the circumstances of the battlefield proved critical. The integration of different troop types allowed for flexibility in strategy, which was essential when facing diverse enemy forces. The legacy of the phalanx formation. The legacy of Alexander's phalanx formation extends far beyond his own campaigns, influencing military tactics and formations for centuries to come. Influence on successor states. Following Alexander's death, the Hellenistic kingdoms that emerged retained the phalanx as a central component of their military strategies. Successor states, including the Seleucid Empire and the Ptolemaic Kingdom, continued to employ the phalanx, adapting it to their own needs and integrating it with new military technologies. Roman adaptation. The Roman military, renowned for its own innovations, was heavily influenced by the tactics and organization of Alexander's phalanx. Elements of the phalanx were integrated into the Roman legions, leading to the development of the manipular formation. This adaptation allowed for greater flexibility on the battlefield while retaining the principles of discipline and organization characteristic of the phalanx. After Alexander's death, the phalanx formation evolved as the Hellenistic kingdoms adapted to new military challenges and technologies. As they faced different enemies and dealt with various terrains, these states modified Alexander's original tactics to suit their specific needs. Adaptations in Hellenistic armies. Increased depth and mobility. Hellenistic armies began to favor deeper phalanx formations that could better absorb attacks while maintaining a strong front line. Commanders learned that a deeper formation could provide more reserves, allowing for counterattacks when facing aggressive foes. Integration of light infantry. While the classic phalanx relied heavily on heavy infantry, later commanders recognized the importance of integrating light infantry to support the phalanx. Light infantry could engage skirmishers, disrupt enemy formations, and provide greater tactical flexibility. Use of cavalry. Cavalry continued to play a significant role in Hellenistic warfare, often utilized to outflank or disrupt enemy formations. Commanders adapted the tactics of Alexander by employing cavalry to create openings for the phalanx to exploit, reinforcing the combined arms approach. Notable Hellenistic battles featuring the phalanx. As the phalanx evolved, it continued to play a vital role in significant battles across the Hellenistic world. The Battle of Raphia, 217 BCE, fought between the forces of the Ptolemaic Kingdom and the Seleucid Empire. The Battle of Raphia exemplified the use of the phalanx in a major conflict. Context. The battle was fought during the Fourth Syrian War, as Ptolemy IV sought to secure his control over Coele Syria against the ambitions of Seleucus IV. Phalanx tactics. The Ptolemaic forces employed a combination of heavy infantry in a phalanx formation and light troops to protect their flanks. The Seleucid army also relied on a modified phalanx, but the Ptolemaic forces managed to outmaneuver them, resulting in a decisive victory for Ptolemy IV. The Battle of Magnesia, 190 BCE. This battle marked a significant confrontation between the Roman Republic and the Seleucid Empire. The Romans, having learned from the legacy of the phalanx, employed their own formations that blended elements of heavy infantry with more flexible tactics. Phalanx versus manipular formation. The Seleucid forces attempted to use the traditional phalanx formation, but the Roman legion's manipular system allowed for greater mobility and adaptability in battle. The Romans effectively encircled the Seleucid phalanx, leading to a decisive victory. The decline of the phalanx in the Roman era. As the Roman Empire expanded, the phalanx eventually fell out of favor in favor of more flexible military formations. The development of the manipular system in the Roman army was a direct adaptation influenced by the lessons learned from the phalanx while also addressing its limitations. Reasons for the decline. Changing warfare dynamics. As warfare evolved, the need for adaptability and rapid movement became more pronounced. The rigid structure of the phalanx could struggle against more mobile and versatile enemy formations, especially in varied terrains. Technological advancements. The introduction of new weapons, such as the gladius and pilum, which were effective in close combat, necessitated a shift in military tactics. Roman legions prioritized flexibility, allowing soldiers to engage in skirmishing and close-quarters combat. Complex battlefields. The diverse landscapes across the Roman Empire required a military structure capable of adapting to different situations, such as urban warfare, mountainous terrains, and open plains. The manipular system allowed for greater tactical flexibility than the traditional phalanx. The cultural legacy of the phalanx. Beyond its military implications, the phalanx formation also had a cultural impact, influencing art, literature, and the collective memory of the ancient world. In literature and philosophy, the ideals of unity, discipline, and collective strength exemplified by the phalanx found their way into Greek and Roman literature, serving as metaphors for civic duty and cooperation. Works by historians such as Plutarch and Polybius emphasized the importance of the phalanx in shaping the identity of the Macedonian and Hellenistic soldiers. Artistic representation. The phalanx was often depicted in ancient art, highlighting its significance in the military and cultural consciousness of the time. Sculptures and